Welcome back, vlog.
Let's go!
Today was such a good day.
Bro, sick backflip.
We are out of there. Woo! A gaming room and an esthetician room. New iPhone, baby. Everything I did today was kind of like a first for me. Good morning, vlog. Welcome back to another week in residency. Hi, boys. Fit check of the day. Look at that cute face. Welcome back, vlog. It's Monday. We got a full lineup of cases today. Some robotic prostatectomies. So you do those for prostate cancer. And then there is a transurethral bladder tumor removal, which is exactly what it sounds like. You go in through the urethra to get to the bladder to take out a tumor. Hopefully it's a good Monday. It'd be really nice to start the week with just a very smooth day. I had a good weekend, by the way, very relaxing. Caught up on a lot of chores, relaxing, hanging out with the dogs, my roommate, ate some good food, had some good times, feeling pretty refreshed today. With all that said, let's have a good week. Let's go. All right, room is set up. Time to head to morning lectures. All right, it is lunchtime, baby. We got some teriyaki chicken and fried rice that I had made yesterday. Reheating some today. Also have some yogurt and a protein shake, and then some popcorn and other snacks. But today's going pretty good. Really awesome OR team, great surgery team, very communicative with anesthesia, which is always very much appreciated. And then our scrub techs, OR nurse, everyone just phenomenal. Everything going very smooth. So for today, great Monday. And I also got some good news that I'll tell you guys after I get done with work today. For now, I'm gonna finish enjoying my lunch. Yo, we are done, baby. Today was such a good day. Like, I just felt like the vibes were good. Everyone in the OR that I worked with today was awesome, super chill, just really communicative. I felt like I was like really like autonomous today. Like everything I wanted to do, I did. Everything went smoothly. I felt like my attending was very hands-off, and that was a really good feeling, very validating. Just generally really good day. Really, really good day. Oh, and the good news that I got is tomorrow's a holiday. I didn't even realize tomorrow's Veterans Day, which I didn't realize was one of our holidays too. Like, we barely have that many like no work holidays. Residents mostly work on holidays, but apparently we get Veterans Day off. It's one of our protected holidays. So I don't have work tomorrow. I'm off, which is so freaking sick. Well, of course I have to pre-op, but still I'd have to go into the OR, which is really awesome. Right now I'm going to run home, check in on the dogs, get dressed, and then I'm gonna head to the gym and do some tumbling and tricking. I'm just in a really good mood right now. Today was a great day so far.
Bro, sick backflip.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, I am home from the gym. Had a really good tumbling and tricking session, and now I am showered up and finally relaxing for the night. Today was one of those marathon days, just a full day in the hospital, in the OR, followed by a really good training session. But now that I'm home, I need to eat, and I don't have groceries because I was planning on going grocery shopping tomorrow. But nights like this are exactly why I love Uber Eats, and they're actually sponsoring this week's vlog. Now, I don't know a single resident, medical student, college student, physician, or just hospital worker in general that doesn't use Uber Eats. It's such a lifesaver, especially for people as busy as I am. Ordering delivery with Uber Eats takes like 2 taps. I can browse local spots, see what's still open, check for deals. It's literally so easy. You can do it from your laptop or your phone, whatever you have available. You can order from Uber Eats, whether you're in the mood for sushi, wings, burritos, boba, it's just a few taps away. And the best part is I can track everything in real time all the way up until the food arrives at my door. I order food through Uber Eats all the time, not even just when I'm at home, but especially when I'm at the hospital, especially on these like 24-hour shifts, these long calls I'm on. I remember all my long study sessions in college and medical school where we would have our food delivered straight to the campus. Super, super clutch. And honestly, part of just general wellness is accepting when you need help and when you just need to take some stress off of yourself by making things easier, like ordering some food. And it's all cashless. You can pay, tip, and get your food without ever having to leave the couch or the call room. You guys can discover new deals every single day and order from hundreds of restaurants on Uber Eats. If you guys haven't tried it yet, new users can actually get 15% off of their first order of $20 or more using my coupon code Sean15. You can also head to the link in the description box below or scan the QR code here on the screen. Again, guys, Uber Eats is loved by not just this resident, but by so many people nationwide. Absolutely comes in clutch and can really save you after a long day. Make sure to check them out, and thank you so much again to Uber Eats for sponsoring this week's vlog.
2 sets.
She's doing an interview.
Okay, sounds great. I can't wait to see you. Bye.
Let's go! Let's go! There's like
Expecting that.
no context in that clip whatsoever. We're back with B. She just got invited for the second round of an interview. She's been interviewing for jobs here in San Diego as an esthetician. Let's go celebrate with donuts!
Yay!
Woo! Donuts. We got donuts. Ta-da!
And she goes, Papa.
Oh yeah. Trader Joe's haul, baby. All right, guys, it is the end of my day off. It was a pretty good day, not gonna lie. I woke up and played a few hours of Fortnite with my friends, and then Bianca and I went out and we got some coffee, some donuts, went to Trader Joe's, and we said we were gonna go to the gym, but we ended up not going to the gym, and instead I went home and pre-opt, and then we played another few hours of Fortnite. So very, very non-productive day. One of the things I've been trying to work on is my relationship with productivity, because I feel like for the last few months, if I wasn't doing things on my downtime, on my days off, then I saw it as like a waste of my time outside the hospital, and I would almost get like aggravated that I didn't do enough with my free time. But I'm trying to change my relationship with productivity and rest, and really see downtime, no matter how I spend it, as rest. And playing video games all day, I think over the last couple months I would have seen as unproductive, but instead I see it now as like, this is rest. And also this is something I don't really get to do a lot of when I'm on my busy OR weeks. And like, it's so fortunate to be able to have a schedule that lines up with my friends where we all get to play video games all day, because when I'm working like 80 hours a week, that's like what I wish I was doing, right? So it was nice to spend that day doing that, catching up and hanging out with my friends. It was much, much needed. And again, I'm just trying to change my mindset about productivity and rest, and not have such a toxic productivity mindset. Plus I exercise like most days out of the week. I can skip a day, not a big deal. Another thing I've been working on is better skincare. As I'm sure you guys have seen, I get a lot of acne, so I have been going back to using my adapalene gel. I am really tired of how much I break out, and so I've started putting this back on every night, and hopefully with long term it really helps, because I get really like cystic acne, and I think it's a little bit of stress. It's probably a lot of stress, but I'm working on it. And then another thing I'm doing is I've been using caffeine eye drops for my eyes, because they be looking pretty tired, not gonna lie. So yeah, just trying to do little things to take care of myself better. I feel like ever since I got back from PTO, I've been more motivated. So try my best out here. Trying to just be a little bit of a better version of myself every day. Anyway, speaking of being a better version of myself, it's almost 10. I've been trying to work on getting into bed before 10 o'clock because up till now I've been getting into bed at like 11. So I'm trying to work on the sleep a little bit too. So I'm gonna head to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning guys, happy Wednesday. Oh, the hair looks crazy today. I'm the late resident today, which is pretty cheeks. So I don't know when I'm gonna get out of here, but it also means I got a post call day tomorrow. So I'm actually off again tomorrow. Granted, I could be here till tomorrow if things go completely sideways today. So I'm gonna keep my expectations low and my hopes high. All right. First case is underway, a little bit more of an involved setup. We had to put an arterial line in, which we use for beat-to-beat blood pressure monitoring. A few indications for placing an art line. Basically, if you expect large fluid losses during the surgery, patients that require frequent ABGs, frequent lab draws. For this case, we're doing a kidney, so you can definitely have some bleeding with that. Anyway, I'm taking a little breakfast break. I got my hard-boiled eggs and carrots, some yogurt, which I might eat now or later. Again, I'm the late resident today, so I don't want to get through all my food and snacks too quickly. I gotta pace myself. Yeah, I'm gonna eat and then head back to the OR. All right, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon. I am currently in the middle of my last scheduled case of the day. And then after this, I will take over some rooms that are still going and basically count down when I get to leave. Hopefully not super late, but I am the first late resident, so low expectations. I'm just having a snack, little protein stick. Well, I don't know what it is. Turkey. And then I got some Greek yogurt and a Celsius refuel. I'll keep you guys updated. Wish me luck. Yo, we are out of there. It's about 9 p.m. Not too bad, not too bad. All my cases today went really well. And 9 p.m. for the late resident, it's pretty good. Pretty good. That's about as late as I've been getting out when I'm first late, which is very lucky. I know a lot of my colleagues have stayed much later than 9 p.m. on first late days, so definitely very lucky. And again, the best part is I get a day off tomorrow. But I need to remember that they can actually call me back anytime between now and I think like midnight or something. Like they can still have me turn around and come back if they need me. So gotta be on high alert. But if I don't have to come back, then I get tomorrow off anyway. So we're chilling. We are chilling. My schedule this week kind of turned out to be quite good because of the Veterans Day holiday yesterday. So that's really nice. Can't complain about anything because my schedule could be a lot worse. Anyway, I am going to get home and relax. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so we are back with my friend B. You saw her the other day. She has the second round of an esthetician job interview tomorrow. So now she's gonna practice on me for her interview. Wow. This is legitness.
Get in closer, get in closer.
Oh.
Get in closer.
Oh, okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
That's pretty nice.
Thank you. This is my best.
That
This
one?
is my best girl right here.
Wow.
Cookie jar.
Now we're just getting a room tour. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then here's B's gaming setup. Very nice, very nice. We essentially have a gaming room and an esthetician room all in one. Boom. Look at that exfoliation action going on. Hi, Max. Aww. Hi guys, it is nighttime now. I basically spent the day just relaxing, went over to a little lookout spot while I was pre-opping, and now I'm home and look what I got. New iPhone, baby, let's go. I decided to go with the orange just to, I don't know, switch it up a little bit, kind of stands out. And then I also got a phone case, which a lot of you guys know, I don't rock a phone case on my phone, but I realized I should probably take better care of my phone since I use it for these vlogs. And so this one actually also has a little kickstand, so it's easier to prop you guys up to film. And one of the main reasons I wanted to upgrade was because the new iPhone has an upgraded front camera, which is exactly what I'm vlogging on right now. It's going from 12 megapixels to 18 megapixels. So I felt like it was an appropriate upgrade, and I use it for vlogging, so why not treat myself? I'm gonna transfer my data now, and then starting tomorrow, we're gonna start filming with this phone. All right, guys, happy Friday. Had a good day off yesterday, and now we're back for another late day. That's right, I am the late resident again today. So late resident Wednesday into a day off Thursday into late resident Friday, day off tomorrow, 24-hour call Sunday. I'm filming my car right now because it's pouring outside, so I am going to rush into the hospital and try not to get too wet. This is our resident lounge at this hospital, in case anyone was wondering. Honestly, kind of a mess when we're all here, just kind of just throw our things down and get to work. I always say hi to this guy every time I walk in this room. Lunch today is bulgogi fried rice from Trader Joe's. So freaking good. Yo, we are done, baby. All right, guys, it's about 6:45 p.m. and I just got released to go home, which means I'm officially done with my week. Not bad. I've been here for about 13 hours, and considering I'm the late resident and it's not even 7 o'clock, that's pretty good. I can't complain about that. Today was a very good learning type of day. Everything I did today was kind of like a first for me, and so I actually came in to today feeling really nervous about it. So for example, my first patient was a burn patient. I haven't done a burn case before. My second patient was a VP shunt placement, so a drain that goes from the brain basically to the abdominal cavity to shunt cerebrospinal fluid for patients with hydrocephalus. And then my third case was a thrombectomy for a lower extremity DVT. All of that I haven't done before, and each of those cases required something different in part of the setup. So for example, the VP shunt was an ICU patient, so I had to go to the ICU and get that patient and bring them over to the operating room. And that's very difficult for anyone who's ever had to transfer an ICU patient. They tend to have a lot of lines, a lot of medications running already, different drains, Foley, rectal tubes, whatever it is. If they're getting VP shunt, then they probably already have an external drain in place. So a lot of stuff. And then the case I took over involved doing a nasotracheal intubation, which I haven't done a lot of yet. So that was also a really good learning experience. So today was just full of learning experiences. When I chart reviewed last night, I was very nervous for today, and it turned out to go very, very well. I had a really hands-on attending, so that helped a lot. And also just the OR teams were great. Our surgical colleagues were very communicative all day. All of the staff in the OR just super, super good. So it made for a good day. And actually, that was the theme of this week. I feel like everyone this week has been great. All the cases have gone well. I feel a little bit more competent than I think before my PTO. I feel like I've been a little bit more optimistic since my vacation. However, this week was kind of an anomaly because we had the holiday Tuesday, and then I had a post-call day yesterday. So this week is like an every other day type of week for me, which never happens. It's really just because of the holiday, because if I didn't have it, I only would have had yesterday off. Even though you don't even have those days off because you're still pre-opping for the next day. But overall, it was still less clinical hours than I'm used to. Tomorrow is my only day off this week, and then I go in for a 24-hour shift on Sunday into a post-call day Monday, and then I'm back on the entire rest of the week. So kind of back to the normal schedule. We pretty much take weekend call like every other weekend, which is pretty cheeks, but I've gone through it a few times now. We'll get through it again like we always do. In general, I think I'm feeling a little bit better, a little bit more optimistic about things than I was a few weeks ago. I feel a little bit less drained. I think I've been prioritizing some self-care a little bit more with my eating habits, my skincare, my rest, exercise. I think I've been doing better and I'm going to try to keep it up. Speaking of self-care, instead of going straight home, I'm actually going to the gym to go do some tricking and tumbling. So straight from a 13-hour day in the OR to do some flips. With that said, I am going to end the vlog here, but I want to thank you guys as always for joining me in another week in residency. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.